Am I crazy, or should USC be a little worried about their game at Purdue this weekend? I have some data that shows a little concern. I'll share it with you. Lockdown Big Ten starts right now.
You are Locked On Big Ten, your daily podcast on the Big Ten Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Big Ten. I'm Craig Sheeman, 40 years as a sports talk show host and play-by-play announcer, and I want to thank you for making us your first listen each and every day. Hey, hit that free subscribe button down below while you're watching, and that way you don't miss a single episode. And if you could share, like, and follow, that helps us out as well. Plus, you can hype our YouTube videos now as well. So, Trojan trouble at Purdue? I have some concerns. Again, I have some data to share with you. Plus, we'll look ahead to Saturday's live Locked On Big Ten podcast. We'll get to that in a bit. But first, a lot of interest in West Lafayette all of a sudden for a program that was down in the doldrums. They only won one game last year. They fired Ryan Walters, and now they're off to a 2-0 start. Now everybody's excited again. Barry Odom, the new coach, coming in there. And they got the USC Trojans coming in there next this weekend, Saturday. Going to be CBS, 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific on a national televised stage. So, by the way, Odom has done something that no other coach has done at Purdue since 1916, and that's win his first two games there. He's done it. Now he's looking for three, but it's the USC Trojans coming in. Okay, that could be challenging. I don't know if you've paid close attention. I know Trojan fans know USC's put up some points, a lot. And you know what? Purdue's doing okay, too. They opened the season with a 31-0 shutout over Ball State. They beat Southern Illinois 34-17. Ryan Browne had a couple of touchdown passes, and Devin Mockobee, the lone returning starter from last year's horrible season. He's back, and he rushed for 32 times for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns in last week's win. Now, the question is, can they shock the world and beat the USC Trojans? Well, first of all, Purdue's at home. That's helpful. Ross-Ade Stadium can be tricky. We'll get to that in a second. But right now, as I alluded to a moment ago, the USC team can score the best of them. They put up 73 points in a 73-13 win over Missouri State in week 1. All right. They then followed it with a 59-20 win against Georgia Southern. A lot of points. Jade Maeva, he's on fire. He has completed 74% of his passes, over 700 yards. He's got a clean sheet, 6 touchdowns, no picks, and he hasn't been sacked yet. All right, things are going well. Their running back, Wayman Jordan, pretty good. 10 yards a carry so far, 542 yards in 2 games. Their wide receivers are what get all the attention there. Makai Lemon and Jacoby Lane, they're fantastic. The Boilers are going to have to pay attention to that receiving core. It's too bad they still don't have Dylan Thieneman at safety, who transferred on to Oregon. They could use a guy like that. Makai Lemon has 11 catches, 248 yards, and 2 touchdowns already. Jacoby Lane has 6 grabs and 124 yards and a touchdown. And that touchdown was spectacular. Just a one-handed grab with his backhand running into the end zone against Georgia Southern. It was great. So there is a problem, though, with the USC Trojans, and let's look into this a little bit. And it's the same problem that Lincoln Riley has always had, and that is his defense. People go, wait a minute, we got the new defensive coordinator downtown Lynn. What's going on? Everything was better last year. Maybe it was, maybe it isn't. But you gave up almost 400 yards to Georgia Southern. It was 377, actually. 377 yards and 20 points to little Georgia Southern from the Sun Belt. I think it's a red flag. I do. I think it's a red flag. The Eagles threw for 235 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Trojans secondary. Their running backs averaged 4.3 yards a carry, 142 yards on the day. They should not be able to do that against a team of this stature, against USC, against a Big Ten team. Shouldn't do it. They did. That's a red flag. I remember I mentioned this on, I was at Saturday's podcast. I got comments already. Hey, USC had his 3rd stringers out there. No, they didn't. Not till later in the second half. This game was 21-13 in the second quarter. That's against starters. See my point here? A little bit of a problem. Then there's USC's track record on the road. Not great. I want an honest answer to a question if you're a Trojans fan. Last year, when a team went up to Minnesota, did you think you were going to lose that game? Probably not. Probably thought, oh, that's the easy one. We'll win that. We're USC. You lost 24-17. How about when you went to Maryland? Maryland was bad last year. Did you think you'd lose that one? No, but you did. 29-18. Now, it was a cross-country trip, West Coast to East Coast. I get it. But Maryland won 4 games last year. One of them was against the USC Trojans. That's not good. So now they go into Ross-Ade Stadium, which is it's a quite cozy place for Purdue fans. They're on top of you. And that could be a tough spot to play. Remember 2018? Urban Meyer's last team went in there, ranked number 2 in the country. Mighty Ohio State rolled in there. They didn't take Purdue seriously. They thought they'd show up, scrimmage, go home with a win. They got beat 49-20. That's what can happen if you go rolling in there, not taking Purdue seriously. Now, how's Purdue going to pull off an upset? It's going to come down to Devin, Mockobee, and Ryan Browne. Mockobee, the running back, Browne, the quarterback. They got to lead him there. Now, Mockobee, I think he'll get 100 yards. He gets 100 yards against everybody. No offense to USC's defense. He's going to rush for 100. And then Ryan Browne, he started 2 games for Hudson Card last year when Hudson Card got hurt. Left the program, transferred out when everything blew up, when Ryan Walters got fired, went to North Carolina, did a spring with Bill Belichick, says, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm out of here. I'm going to go back to Purdue, going to be the starter. Now, he's got some talent. His first start ever was against a ranked Illinois team. That was a 50-49 game in overtime. The only reason Purdue lost is they went for 2 on that last play, and in overtime, and they didn't get the win. Here's a kid that never started, and he gets 415 total yards. 297 through the air, threw for 3 touchdowns, ran for another. He's got that ability. He's got to pull it, and he's been playing fairly well this year. If he goes and does anything like that against USC or gets up for big games, look out. So this will be a big deal. If Dave Odom can steal this game, it'll be a benchmark game for the beginning of his program at Purdue and a statement. Conversely, if Lincoln Riley loses this game, you know how this is going to go, Trojans fan. I mean, you were upset last year with the loss of Minnesota and Maryland, and you don't like 7-5 records. You go losing to Purdue that won 1 game last year. Eesh. That's going to be some trouble. All right, let me have it. Let's hear your thoughts. USC fan, Purdue fan. Let me hear it. What do you think about this game coming up this weekend? If you're new here, we're here every day. All things Big Ten, all 18 teams. We are on video on YouTube. We have the audio version that you're listening to now. You could hear it exclusively on Spotify or Apple or wherever you get your podcasts. Invite you to check that out so you never miss an episode. Subscribe, download if you're on audio, and check us out. But more importantly, share. Hit that share arrow because, again, if you're a Big Ten fan, I know you know other Big Ten fans. You're probably talking to them today. Let them know we're out here every day. Hey, check out this podcast. Talks about our conference every single day. We also have a website, talkbig10.com, all of our podcasts and your favorite school merchandise. USC, Purdue. You want to get some shirts, T-shirts, hats, all right there with our podcast. Go back and check out a second episode in case you missed it yesterday as well. All right, I'm going to announce which game we are going live after. You know, again, we're here every day, but on Saturdays, we like to highlight a big game. For example, last week, it was after the Michigan-Oklahoma game. The week before, it was after the Texas-Ohio State game. We go live, instant reaction. We cover the whole Big Ten, but we start off by focusing on the game we were just watching. I'm going to share with you what we're going to do this weekend with the plan. All that coming up right here in 1 minute on Locked On Big Ten. 5-Hour Energy. Time to fuel up, turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. This grape, ginger, and lime flavored shot brings the iconic taste of the golf course. One of your favorites on the golf course with a non-alcoholic boost here. Perfect for sinking birdies and making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. You ever have a hole-in-one? You ever been on a course with somebody got a hole-in-one? It's a memory, right? You got to share it with everybody. Maybe it's the wildest shot you've ever made. Or maybe it was a fluke. Maybe it was calculated. Either way, 5 Hour Energy and golf, memories. And, golf is all about good times, good flavors. And now you can amp it up for even more fun. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for 2 to any golf tournament in the United States. Now, it does exclude the Masters, but all the other ones right there. Tee up for that trip. Here you go. Visit 5HEWin.com. YHE, Hour Energy. All right. 5 Hour Energy. 5HEWin.com for rules and entry. No purchase necessary. Again, excludes the Masters. Ends October 31st, 2025. If you're watching a game, you're pretty excited about it, but you'd be even more excited if you have a little something on it. Check out FanDuel. FanDuel is here. Football season is here. Don't miss out. There's an incredible offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5. And if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. The app's easy to use. What are you talking about? Point spreads, totals, parlays, player props, everything. And the payouts, if you win, are quick. Right back at you with your money. So if you're ready to play, download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. If you want to go to the game, you need the Game Time app. Get your tickets through Game Time. Couple of taps, ticket, you're there. And you can, if you're the guy that's in charge of getting tickets, maybe you don't want to be, this makes it easy. You could be the big shot. Hey, yeah, I got us great tickets, and you're not going to believe it. Do you know, with a few taps, you can go to any college football game, use the Game Time app, get the advantage, all-in pricing, no surprises, best seats available. And guess what? Did you know that you can go to a college football game for as low as $25? Yeah. Do it with the Game Time app. Plus, they have a picture of the view of the seat of the ticket you're about to buy. Take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDONCOLLEGE for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download Game Time today. Thanks for making Locked On Big Ten your first listen each and every day. We appreciate you everydayers, especially out there. All right, here's the deal. We're out here every day, everydayers. We go live on Saturdays after the biggest game. Now, kind of a weird schedule for Big Ten teams this week. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go live Saturday around 3:30-ish Eastern, 12:30 Pacific. We're going to be keeping an eye on that Wisconsin-Alabama game. And as soon as the Wisconsin-Alabama game goes final, we're going to go live. Okay? But it's also the same time that Oregon is winding up against Northwestern on Fox Big Noon Saturday. So we'll talk about that game. We'll talk about the Michigan game without Sharon Moore against Central Michigan. That'll be coming, ending down around 3:30 on the Big Ten Network. Nebraska and Maryland have early games. So we'll have a bunch of games to talk about for immediate reaction and your comments as well. So we look forward to that. I know we went live after the Michigan game. You wouldn't believe how many Oregon comments I got. So check that out as well. That is Saturday, probably around 3:30 Eastern time. Many ways for you to interact with us each and every day. We got Twitter at TalkBig10, our website, TalkBig10, 10.com as well, for all of our podcasts and merchandise. And before you go, if you can subscribe right here, or if you're audio, download, but subscribe here if you're on YouTube. And that way you'll never miss a single episode of Locked On Big Ten, and you get it as soon as it's available each and every day. Word of mouth, share, follow, and like. That helps us out too. And in another big moment for Locked On college football fans, Locked On and Fire TV present the College Football Kickoff, your ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll of Locked On Big 12. He leads the conversation along with two-time AP Coach of the Year, Gary Patterson, former college star Jesse Holley, and Locked On local experts from across the country telling you their expertise. A college football preview only Locked On can pull off. Catch the College Football Kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV. That will do it for us. Thanks for checking us out. Can't wait till we meet again tomorrow for Locked On Big Ten. I'm Craig Sheeman. We'll talk to you next time.